Hello, Sam Owens here with another product review. This time it's the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Unbox the GoPro Hero 8 for you and give you some basic tips of a review of the product. Okay, so let's get with it. First, I have opened this up before, so I knew a little bit about it before I make a video, and you'll find there's a strip here that you have to peel away, and I've already done that. Then you open this up and you pull this out the bottom. Okay, and it comes right out like that. Okay, now we're going to find out where the battery is and the charging cord, and you do it to this side right here. This is the opening side, and some things will come out. Subscribe to GoPro, that's a little information there, and there's a website. Right here is a nice little card of steps 1 through 4 of how to insert the battery. And also on the back, there's steps 4 and 5 that show how to charge the GoPro. And also the use of a little strip there for mounting. Okay, now let's go to the next. Have a question? Right here is a place you can go for that. And then there's a little decal here, and safety instructions in every language there is out there, and that will give you how to safely care for your camera and also not get hurt. Okay, now we'll open this up, and we did have one other thing, is the little adhesive mounting base, and I didn't put it back in there, but you will get one of those that you can stick on a helmet. And in the little sheet I showed you, they show you how to mount that. Okay, these are the things you get: a battery, and it will come partially charged, about 75%. And a charging cord here. This charging cord is a Type-C type charging cord. It'll go either way. So your other GoPro cords that were micro USB cords won't fit. It's got to be this tight. I even put Hero 8 because I got 10,000 cords over there, and I want to be sure I don't have to go looking for this thing when I need to charge it. Okay, now we got to find the battery compartment, and in there they showed you how to do that. And what you do is take the camera, and right here on this side there's a little place here you can stick your fingernail, and you push down and it'll turn red, and then that allows the door to open. Now I'm going to make it easy and show you that this door will come off, and all you do is just pull it back and get it out of the way, because sometimes you may want to record without the battery, or with the battery in, but the charging cord here supplying power, and you can record that way. It will not charge the battery at the same time, but for a long time, like you're doing time-lapse capture, then you would want to have an external power supply, and you could do it that way. So that would be another reason for having the door off. Also, when you have the door off, it is no longer waterproof, so keep that in mind when you're using it in this manner. Now, I'm going to let you look in there, and you can see the terminals hanging down, and the battery's got to go in a certain way to make connection. And the easiest way to do it is to look at GoPro and have GoPro matching up with that on the same side. And also you want this down like that, so if you try to put it in that way, it would not go. Now I'll tell you right now, when you go to put it in, it first hits an edge and does not want to go. You have to kind of rock it around a little bit, okay? If you rock it around, it'll go right in, and you just push until it's firmly in. And you'll get a little beep and a red light will flash when it gets in. Okay, now right here is where your micro USB or micro memory card is going to go. And we have one that comes with the accessory kit, 32. It'll go up to over 256 gig, I believe. But 32 is what's provided with the accessory kit. So you put this baby in, and I never can remember which way. It'll only go one way, and usually like that. Okay, so the writing down, okay? And now you just take your fingernail and just push in until it clicks. Okay, there you go. And to remove it, you push your fingernail on and it'll come back out. See, it's like that. So, and you know what? I've found if you push on this and it slips off your fingernail, it can go over into the woods, and because it'll traject it quite a ways out, and then you've lost your memory card. Always have an extra one with you. Okay, so I push it in until it locks, and now it's flush with the top of the battery. So there we go. We've got everything we need to power it up, and we've got a memory card in there. Now, to put the cover back on, if you'll look carefully, there's a little clip like on either side, and that will clip over this little bar right here. So what you do is grab it firmly and then line these up with the bar and then push there. And then it should be mounted, and it is. Okay, now what you do is you push this down, making sure you didn't move this out. See, in my handling it, I had pushed this down, and so you want to be careful of that happening. You should always see red there, then push it in place, and then lock her in place. Push. And then you want to always push on this end also to be sure that that is securely set onto the bar. So now it's waterproof to 33 feet, and it's ready to go. I want to remind everybody to go online and search for GoPro Hero 8 user manual. And you'll find it right at the top of the search list results, and you download that and store it on your computer, and it will give you everything you need to know about setting the settings of the GoPro for the best performance for you. Okay, I am not going to be able to show you all of the settings. I'm just going to show you some basics and let you get started. To turn this baby on, there is a mode switch right here that shows a standard power symbol right there. This is the record button up here. So it can be set in the settings that it will start recording as soon as you push this button. So if you like that feature, you can set that, and the user manual will instruct you as to how to do that. So I'm going to turn it on and let you see what the screen looks like. You have to push firmly on this mode switch to turn it on, and you just, as soon as you hear it or feel it click, it'll be on. You see that? You see the screen come in, And right there are some information on the screen, and there's 3 movies on there. And you go back around to the back, and this is what it looks like. Now, this is a touch screen, so everything you do to it can be done with touch. This is the standard setting at 2.7K at 60 frames a second, and it's linear type resolution. The picture will be more like a normal picture and not like a GoPro that you see the walls are curved and all of that. So I like that feature of it. And now to go in and look at that, you just can click on this, and there's all of the presets in there of the different types of views you can get when you're recording. Standard is the one I'm set on. I'm not gonna go through each one of them, but activity, and then you can scroll up cinematic. Whoop, you just do it again. You can scroll cinematic, slow motion, and that's it. Now let's go back, and if you want to look and make some settings in that, each one of these presets, you can change them to meet your needs and experiment. Okay, it timed out, so you got to be ready to go, and I touched that. Now these are what I have them set on at 2.7K. You can go to 4. I'm going to just click and let you see what you can get, and you can go to 4K if you want. And you're asked some questions, and you can put it. But I like the, and you could do 1080, but I like the 2.7K. It gives you a lot of flexibility for later doing some editing of photos from the video. So that's a good setting for me. Once you're satisfied, you just click on it, and now the lens will go, digital lens is on linear, and you can change that right over here by sliding this up or just clicking, and it'll go to the next one. Whoop. Okay, let's see, lens wide. See, and I can go over there. Okay, super view, or go down here, and that's narrow, that's linear. That's what I like. Okay, so you can change them with this slide bar, and once you're satisfied, you just click on it, and you can go to hyper smooth. Well, this setting keeps the video smooth and keeps that jerking movement out of there, so you can experiment with what you like with that. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then there's some others. You can zoom. Right here is, you can see, you can zoom in and out and do the video from a close-up if you want. So I like it like that, 1.0 times. Okay, you're happy with it? Then you can kind of go up, and there's some other settings. Now this is a key one that you might want to look at. This EV comp. This is what gives you the different lighting conditions. Like, look how it'll change. See, you get much brighter view up there. So if it's dark, you want it up in that area. If you're outdoors and it's too bright, the middle is where you need to be, and actually we go down to 1.5 or 0.5 is a good place that I like. Okay, when you're satisfied there. And then there's a lot of other settings, but you'll need to go to the user manual and find out what each setting is, and then experiment. Will give you the best results. Take some video and see what the setting does and make note of it. Okay, so once you're through with all of that, you can just kind of scan down, and when you see the arrow, you click over, And then you can do again, you could select another one, cinematic, and do the same thing. So these are all presets that as you're out videoing, you can quickly change to a different format of view and have it all set up just the way you want it. You have about 5 or 6 of them there. Okay, click that, wipe down. Whoop, let me go back to where I was. Okay, now we're at the home screen, and I'm going to go wipe down, and there's other things, preferences. You can click on that, and there's a lot of information here that you can go through that I'm not going to go through. The user manual will tell you all about it, so you got a lot of research to do to get the full use of your new GoPro Hero 8. It's got a lot of things in it, and the video would be too long to go over all of them. So I'm just showing you navigation tips. When you see the arrow, you can go back, and then when you're finished with that, you can go scan up, and then you can also go up and you can see your video. Right here will show me my 3 videos, and you could click on one. There's a view right there of what I took outside the house. Okay, and then you can pause it, and then when you're done with it, you just wipe down. You get to this screen, and you're ready to go. And right here are shortcuts that you can set to have quick access. If I want to zoom, I can press here and then zoom in. Whoop. See? Okay, so I don't want that. Okay, when you're ready to video, you can just go to the blank screen and hit click. And now you got a red light and it's videoing, and you can see it increment. And when you're finished videoing, you just click this and it stops and saves it. One other thing is we left it on, and to turn it off, it's playing. I turn it off by pushing on this and holding for 4 seconds, and you'll see the light blinking and go off. So I really like this over my Hero 4 in that you got a lot more applications or preferences that you can set up to get just the color and the view you want.